Good morning, YouTube. I just got off the phone, hence no setup today. Um, wow, what a day. I was not expecting to do another update so soon, but this is just kind of where we're at now. I had some good news and bad news today. I was able to shuffle enough money around that I booked an align. I'm going in tomorrow morning. At like 8 o'clock in the morning. Now for the bad news. I have to go back to the place that did them in the first place. I called this morning to the first place, okay. I'm trying to avoid names because, I don't think it's fair necessarily, because I've seen lots of good work come out of a lot of places, and I honestly think it's just something to do with my jaw personally. And I'm getting frustrated and being moved from dentist to dentist and like mid-process. I'm kind of pissed about that too, but I mean, she had to go where she had to go, and I had to end up with a new dentist. So anyway, I found the denture clinic that I keep talking about in my videos, and for some reason he wanted to send them out. I don't think he understood I wanted a temporary. So I called another, because I can't have my teeth sent out. I work Friday morning. And the other set that I have do not fit in my mouth at all. Like, my mouth is literally like stuck open. I can't speak. I've tried to put them in, and now they've just been sitting so long. Like, I'm not putting that in my mouth. Not happening. So we'll go in for the softer line tomorrow. Anyway, I called Londonderry Denture. Which, if I have to have a new set made, I may go there. I'm not sure. He was telling me that normally they don't make a new set. They just do like a permanent hard align. Yeah, no, that's not what I was told by a bunch of different people. But he also told me that he didn't want to do any aligns because he felt like if something happens, he's responsible for that. And he said I'd be hard pressed to find somebody who will do work on somebody else's work. So I said okay, and I made a couple other calls, and I was pretty much told the same thing by a few different places, that nobody really wants to touch them. So I'm stuck going back to this place that I was at before. Anyway, when I called this morning, though, it was odd because I called to book an appointment. I figured if it's going to be $400, $500, I've got so much money in my head allotted for that. $280 was what I was expecting from like tax and everything like that. From pretty much all the phone calls that I made on the temporary lines. They actually pulled my file today when I called instead of just giving me a quote on the phone. And it was $288 tax in, $288.80, I think, or something like that. So it's $8 more with tax in than I was expecting, which is actually better than the $500 quote that they gave me the first time. Probably would have booked this a while ago had I known that. So regardless, I have to go back there. Now, the guy at Londonderry told me to just stick it out for the year, and if I'm not happy and I've like got the money, then go get another set made somewhere else. So this has not only become about my first year with dentures, this has become about my first year sticking it out. I will be honest, I've always been the type, and I don't know who I get. Actually, I'm pretty sure I know who my family I get this from, but I've always been the type, if I don't like something, goodbye, get out of here, see ya. I'm just go. Like, either I'm out or you're out. Like, take your pick. And I do not like the fact that I kind of feel like I'm being forced now. Like, I get what he's saying. Like, it's a lot of money that I put into these teeth, and it's a lot of a responsibility to assume if something goes wrong with the denture. And I understand that, I'm just looking for a temporary align. You put some goo in it and stick it in my mouth. I do it every day with glue. I'm sure I can maneuver doing that. It's not like I'm asking for, I don't know. I don't know. And he's telling me I'm expecting too much. And I'm thinking, for suction? Like, I don't think I'm expecting too much at all. I just want the top suction a little better. I don't mind if I gotta use a little adhesive on the bottom. But he does not know, like, over the phone what it is that I've been going through. And so I don't know what I'm going to do. I know that tomorrow morning I have an align with the place that I went before. And I'm just going to do what I have to, at least until October. And I think there may be a kid coming down the stairs. I tried to set them up with cookies, but I don't think that that's going to happen. So I don't know. I don't know in October if I do need a new set. We'll see. But I think it's just time to just lay it all out because it's the same office. And I think that if I can just get the right words for what's happening in my mouth out to him, I think I may be able to get something that feels better in my mouth, if that makes any sense to the people who already have dentures. Because I've learned to maneuver. I know that if I eat with the back of my mouth, like I find smaller foods, and it was a cat, not a kid, thank God, they're still watching a movie. But if you, or if I get like smaller foods in the back and chew with the back first, I find I've got much more durability with the front for some reason. I'm not sure why that is, but I find they stay straighter. But you can kind of see the gap is not so bad. I haven't eaten breakfast since I put them in, so the gap in there, and it's hard to like tear at stuff, which leads me to like, see, I gotta go off to the side to get them to right. So they're feeling, I don't know if you can really see, I, I, they're like, they're really bulky, like really bulky, and they go back really far, like almost touching, like where my mouth kind of curves and goes up. And it makes it really hard to speak with so much in my mouth. And again, I knew they were immediates. I knew that this was going to take time, and I knew things weren't going to be perfect, but holy hell. This has been just a trip for sure. It's, I honestly, I don't know, but I'll let you know in the morning what he says about the bone shard, what he says about the permanence. And I'll probably do a hands-free video on the way home. So that you guys can see right after the align what it looks like. Yeah, so that's my little adventure today. Oh, and there is a kid. So anyway, I guess that's my my call out. She's waving at me. Anyway, you guys have a great day and or evening, and I guess we'll catch you on the flip side.